Look, the thumbnail is a bit of an exaggeration, that's probably my fault, but it's still sort of true. Today we're talking about Cyberpunk 2077. Whoa, before we begin this video, a lot of you guys aren't subscribed to my channel. You can see here on the analytics that most of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribed. Please go down there and click subscribe, put notification bell so you know when I upload, and like the video. Let's get into it. So Cyberpunk 2077 has finally released after an 8-year wait. That's a really long wait. And it's pretty good. For some people, it's not as good as they wanted. A lot of people were expecting this huge, big game thanks to the 8-year development, but, it's good for, a game. Obviously, there are a lot of bugs and issues with it because it was, sort of rushed near the end of it, but still, it's an all-around decent game. The big problem, however, is the way it runs on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, the originals, not the Slim or the PS4 Pro or the Xbox. I don't play Xbox. I'm talking the original from 2014, those consoles, which it should work because it's a PS4 game. It should work on all versions of PS4, but it runs pretty bad. So Cyberpunk 2077 on the PlayStation 5 runs amazingly. You get 60 FPS, 4K, not a dip in frame rate. It plays great on the PS5. The PS4, however, specifically the 2014 version, it's the same for the Xbox One, the original Xbox One. The game does not run well on these original consoles, and that's a big problem because the game is not a PS5 game. It's a PS4 game and an Xbox One game. It should work with the original consoles. However, I can't understand why it doesn't. You see, these consoles, like I said, were released in 2014. That's a really old console. So for a 2020 game to work on a 2014 console, you can understand why it may not run as it should be. So there isn't really much you can fix with it, but I just wanted to make a video because it's becoming a very big problem that a lot of people are actually talking about. People really have a big problem with this not working well on the PS4 and Xbox One. So should you get this game on your original PS4 or Xbox One? No. Unless you really want to compromise your experience and gameplay by lowering all the settings, just upgrade to a PS4 Pro. Not even a PS5, just a PS4 Pro, which is a lot cheaper now since the PS5 has come out. Upgrade and then play, because on the PS4 Pro and PS5 it plays very well. You won't have any problems there, but the PS4 original one, you're gonna have some problems. However, even with the PS5 and PS4 Pro, the game is still having a few bugs and issues. If you've been watching any gameplays or seeing any videos, you've seen that there have been a lot of bugs that have been happening in the game. There was an update that sort of fixed most of them, but there's still a few that were lingering there. The biggest problem being the rendering. You can walk up right to a police officer and he won't be rendering until like 3 seconds after you're right in his face. So yeah, the game runs pretty poorly on the PS4 and it still has a little bit of bugs. In my opinion, just wait. If you already bought the game, that's perfectly fine. You're just gonna have to wait for an update that fixes all this, and if you haven't, I suggest actually waiting. You've waited 8 years, you can wait maybe like a week or two. Other than that, Cyberpunk 2077 is a pretty cool game to get on your PS5 and your Xbox Series X. Previous consoles, maybe, if you really want to. But yeah guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.